Maven is a built-in automation and a project management tool used primarily for Java projects. So we need to give trust to this point. It's mainly used to build the Java projects. It helps developers to manage projects, build reporting documentation, and the main part of this Maven project is pom.xml project object model. What are the things that pom.xml is having? It's having dependency management and building management. The Maven project had a very defined structure, project structures, and it's having a plugins. Whatever the things here you're gonna see the dependency are is used to download all the required Java libraries. You don't need to download manually. The pom.xml indirectly download all the things. So this makes Maven project very useful. And next, it's having a plugins. So these are the tools used to build the testing, code analysis, and development. The plugins are required to build Maven project. Okay, and this just you're gonna think the Maven as, so you're gonna baking some cake. So you required ingredients and making a cake. So you required ingredients and that may recipe is more means making the cake. So pom.xml, this Maven projects pom.xml, it comprises all the structure, how to download that dependency management and plugins. So it will download all that, brings all libraries from JUnit and Spring and recipes to the plugins are there. So they are gonna help compile your code, test it. So that's how the in real world example cake you will make cake. So in Maven project this dependencies and plugins make the Maven project to run. So why do we use this? So before going to the use of project, so now we're gonna see the structure of pom.xml. So this is a and root tag of pom.xml. So so it's a root tag. So it's a XML schema. Okay, here you're gonna writing model version and ID. So com.example example, because the Maven can use reverse of this example.com, so that's why we don't use org.example. And this is an ID Maven app and version, that model version. And here the section is specifically for dependency, and inside the dependency you can have numerous blocks of dependency. Here we are using JUnit dependency and its version, and the scope is test. So whenever testing, the library is downloaded. And another section was plugins. So plugins are for how to build or test, they are required one. So these are the main sections of the pom.xml. Plugins is another block of, it's contain so many plugins, so that's make the pom is very user centric. So here user don't need require to manually download all the libraries jars. So the pom.example directly download that. So that's a structure of Maven project. When you code this MVN package artifact, uh, this whole code, you're gonna see this whole directory structure. Here source is having main and test Java. So here you're gonna write the code, Java code, and here you test the code. So this makes an easy implementation of Java code. We're gonna run this using a test code. So on its source. So when you need to change the directory using this, and in gonna pom.xml, so you need to add all dependencies, everything. And for compiling, use mv and compile. After compiling, you will get a target folder. So after building this project, you're gonna get target folder. Inside that, the all Maven jar. So whichever the things you downloaded, it's saved as a snapshot. Maven snapshot jar snapshot. So you need to run that snapshot jar. Okay. So this is that code Java jar target. So after building the project, so you're gonna see there is a target. So Maven does not do this directly. You need to run this compile code. Okay, next. So pom.xml is a very, it's like a key to build all these things. And all the clean directory structure helps us to clear clarification which one is the test and which one is the main code. And so if don't want, it's a clean install, it delete all the previously present target file and re-download, reinstall that all, and enable new one. So why we use Maven, why do we use this Maven? So Maven is no nearly, first one is it's no manually download of libraries. So download of libraries is not manually required. So that's one of the use case. And next one, it's save times. Saves times. That's a very important thing. Next one, organized project structure. So we're gonna show that differentiating between source and target. That's the, and one line command to build everything. MVN clean install will build all the project, and very simple code structure as you see. So next we're gonna see what is Jenkins file now. So Jenkins is an open source automation tool written in Java that helps automate develop steps for software development. Build, it's like a pipelining for building that, for running any project. So it's continuous integration and continuous delivery and deployment. Why use imagine when you make changes to the code and push it into the GitHub. Jenkins helps automatically pulls your code and blind builds it, tests it, deploys it to a server. So it saves time to build manually. So Jenkins is like a pipelining. So you're gonna think like this. So it will create an okay, here it will be build, here it will code, test, that's things the pipeline was built. So avoid errors checking also. So Jenkins is an open source, so it will helps to build the automation testing the project. How the Jenkins work? You need to push the code to the GitHub account. So after pushing, so manually you need to create a Jenkins file. After Jenkins file, so here you need to write all the which are the agents can use that, and the which is a tool you are going to use, and here pipeline steps, step 1, 2, 3, and at last you're gonna print whether the code built or executed successfully. You need to echo back that sentence that it completed successfully or not, so use an echo message. So that's a Jenkins file. So you need to push your Maven project. If you want a Maven project to build test, so you need to push your Maven repository, the whole project, along with Jenkins file. So it's a very important. If Jenkins file is not there, the automation not takes place. So triggers job pipeline. And Jenkins, what Jenkins do, it clones your repository and runs unit test. So unit test means each test for each code it gonna test, so like that. So it test first build, and next it test all that construction, and it test compile, and all along with your test code you're gonna check test. That's how the Jenkins work. So you require Jenkins file. Along with Jenkins you need Maven to push. That's it.